Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please, Prabhuji, can you please wait for a few minutes? We are starting recording. Then you can start.
Okay. Should I start now?
The recording has started.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for allowing me to serve all of you today and grow together reading Srimad Bhagavatam. Before that, we'll glorify Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhatreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatir Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Aradhya Bhagavan Vrajesh Tanayas Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachidupasana Vrajavadhu Vargena Vakalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanamamalam Prema Pumartho Mahan Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Matamidam Tatradarana Para. Hare Krishna. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 25, Text 5. Rajavacha Najanami Mahabhaga Param Karma Pavidhadhi Bruhi Me Vimalam Jnanam Yena Muchyeya Karmabhi. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The king replied, O great soul, Narada, my intelligence is entangled in fruitive activities. Therefore, I do not know the ultimate goal of life. Kindly instruct me in pure knowledge so that I can get out of the entanglement of fruitive activities. Purport. Sri Narottam Das Thakur has sung, Satsangachari koinu asate vilasa, te karne lagila ye karma bandha phasa. As long as a person is entangled in fruitive activities, he is bound to accept one body after another. This is called karma bandha phasa, entangled in fruitive activities. It does not matter whether one is engaged in pious or impious activities, for both are causes for further entanglement in material bodies. By pious activities, one can take birth in a rich family and get a good education and a beautiful body, but this does not mean that the distresses of life are ultimately eliminated. In the Western countries, it is not unusual for one to take birth in a rich aristocratic family, nor is it unusual for one to have a good education. and a very beautiful body. But this does not mean that Westerners are free from the distresses of life. Although at the present moment, the younger generation in Western countries has sufficient education, beauty, and wealth, and although there is enough food, clothing, and facilities for sense gratification, they are still in distress. Indeed, they are so distressed that they become hippies, and the laws of nature force them to accept a wretched life. Thus, they go about unclean and without shelter or food, and they are forced to sleep in the streets. It can be concluded that one cannot become happy by simply performing pious activities. It is not a fact that those who are born with a silver spoon in their mouth are free from the material miseries of birth, old age, disease, and death. The conclusion is that one cannot be happy by simply executing pious or impious activities. Such activities simply cause entanglement and transmigration from one body to another. Narottam Das Thakur calls this karma bandha phasa. King Prachina Barishat admitted this fact and frankly asked Narada Muni how he could get out of this karma bandha phasa, entanglement in fruitive activities. This is actually the stage of knowledge indicated in the first verse of Vedanta Sutra, Athato Brahma Jigyasa. When one actually reaches the platform of frustration in an attempt to discharge karma bandha phasa, he inquires about the real value of life, which is called Brahma Jigyasa. In order to inquire about the ultimate goal of life, the Vedas, Mundaka Upanishad 11.2.12 enjoin, Tad Vijnanartham Sagurum Evabhigachet. In order to understand the transcendental science, one must approach a bona fide spiritual master. King Prachina Barishat found the best spiritual master, Narad Muni, and he therefore asked him about that knowledge by which one can get out of the entanglement of karma bandha phasa fruitive activities. This is the actual business of human life. Jivasya tattva jigyasa nartho yasceha karmabhi. As stated in the second chapter of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam 1, 2, 10, a human being's only business is inquiring from a bona fide spiritual master about extrication from the entanglement of karma, bandha, phasa. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So today we will hear from the Srimad Bhagavatam, this wonderful verse, which it talks about how King Prachini Barishat was very much submissive to Narad Muni. He welcomed him and he's asking him, he's praying to him, please tell me what is the process of inquiring into this absolute truth so that I can get free from this karma bandha phasa. And Srila Prabhupada talks about Athato Brahma Jigyasa. He speaks in the purport that The first aphorism of the Vedas is Athato Brahma Jigyasa. This is the Vedanta Sutra. Before even the Vedas, before even 4 Vedas were compiled, Narad Muni, he wrote the Vedanta Sutra. Sorry, Vedavyas wrote the Vedanta Sutra. These were just sutras, just these taglines. And the first of these sutras is Athato Brahma Jigyasa, the first one, which means Atha Ato, therefore, now. Atha means therefore, Ato means now. Brahma Jigyasa, inquire into the absolute truth. It is very important. Now, therefore, have you ever read a book which starts with therefore? A lot of books that we read, they start with a preface, and then there is an introduction, and then there is the plot is created, then there is the middle section, and in the end, as a conclusion, it's written therefore, right? But here, in this Vedanta Sutra, it starts with the word therefore. Where is the preface? Where is the introduction? Where's the whole plot that was being made? What do you mean, therefore? But that is the beauty of the Vedanta Sutra. It assumes that now that you have come to this human form of life, and in this human form of life, now that you have come to even start reading the Vedanta Sutra, now, therefore, inquire into the absolute truth. Because only in the human form of life we have the facilities to inquire into the absolute truth. None of the 8 million species of life, because 0.4 million species is human beings, but none of the other 8 million species of life have this facility to inquire into the absolute truth. That is the greatest gift that has been given to us. Now, therefore, inquire into the absolute truth. And then he says, from whom? From a spiritual master, from a guru. And we must understand that there are so many different gurus. There are Vartama Pradarshak Guru, there is a Shiksha Guru, there is Diksha Guru, and then there is the Chaitya Guru. We should understand all of that. Vartma Pradarshak Guru is the guru who puts us in the path, shows us the path. It could be anyone who is inspiring us in showing this path. For Srila Prabhupada, it was his friend Narendra who took him to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Such a glorious moment when he met first time on the terrace of the ashram in the Ulta Danga Road. That ashram is now owned by ISKCON, and it's one of the touring places in ISKCON Kolkata for Srila Prabhupada. And there, this instruction was given by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur to Srila Prabhupada. You're a young man, you should spread this movement in the English language. Srila Prabhupada took it to heart as his heart, life and soul. Srila Prabhupada was not actually ready to go to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, but when his friend Narendra told, no, he is different. Srila Prabhupada said, I've seen so many sadhus, they always come to my house, and frankly, after seeing the behavior of some of them, I have lost respect in them. But Narendra said, this one is different. This guru, you must see. And so, on the insistence of his friend, Srila Prabhupada went. Narendra became the Vartma Pradarshak Guru of Srila Prabhupada. Of course, Srila Prabhupada is a pure devotee. There was never a time that Srila Prabhupada never remembered Krishna. Srila Prabhupada said he has never committed any sinful act. And he is the one. But still, in his pastime, we all need a Vartma Pradarshak Guru. For um, for Bilva Mangal Thakur, it was Chintamani, the prostitute, who told him, You you came in such rain and thunderstorm to visit me right now. You crossed the river after after standing on a dead body, and with that dead body which was flowing across the river, you stood on that and came, you sat on that and came. If this much eagerness you had for Krishna, you would have become a pure devotee by now. And then Bilva Mangal Thakur, he took this to heart. He immediately got struck by it. Oh yeah, that's true. What am I doing? And he immediately left and became a devotee of Krishna. So he says Chintamani is his Vartama Pradarshak Guru, one who showed the path. The Vartma Pradarshak Guru themselves may not be devotees, or themselves may not take to Krishna consciousness. Many times they do. We see a book distributor on the street. They are our Vartma Pradarshak Gurus. But then there is the next category, Shiksha Guru, that we approach, where they give us the shiksha, the knowledge, spiritual knowledge. And we can have so many multiple shiksha gurus. Sometimes a tree could be our shiksha guru. We can learn from a tree how to be tolerant and forgiving and still give shelter to everyone. Serve everyone. This we can learn as a shiksha guru. Or other senior devotees who are there, who we take guidance from time to time. They are Shiksha Guru. We can have many Shiksha Gurus, but one Diksha Guru. Diksha Guru is the person who has the contract of taking us back home, back to Godhead. The contract is, you will follow my instructions and I will guide you to take you back home, back to Godhead. And sometimes the Diksha Guru puts us under the shelter of a Shiksha Guru, a specific Shiksha Guru. But ultimately the responsibility is Diksha Guru. And then there is the Chaitya Guru, who is the Guru in the heart, as Paramatma, as the super soul, who actually helps us, guides us, watches everything that we do. Every thought that crosses our mind is first sanctioned by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the super soul within the heart. And sometimes he sanctions those thoughts unwillingly. The actions that we do, he may sanction them based on our karma, but he may do it unwillingly sometimes, and sometimes willingly. He's always waiting for us to turn back to him. And when he sees that someone is becoming more interested in spiritual life, is frustrated with material life, looking for answers, just like Gajendra saying, whoever you are, please introduce me to you. I want to see you. I want to meet you. Just like George Harrison sang, I really want to see you. I really want to meet with you, my Lord, my sweet Lord. And then later he sang the Hare Krishna mantra in that great record. When someone is really desperate for that Chaitya Guru super soul guides that person into the right association, to the right guru, depending on the sincerity of the person. So ultimately, it is our sincerity which will guide us to the proper guru, to the right channel, to the right guru. And once we accept guru, then guru guides us to Krishna. Therefore it is said, Krishna guides us to the guru and guru guides us to Krishna. But while the guru is guiding us to Krishna, the super soul is witnessing everything. Whether we are following the guru's instructions, when the Guru is not physically present to see us, the Chaitya Guru reports everything to the spiritual master. One time a devotee asked, Srila Prabhupada, do you know everything that all your disciples do? Srila Prabhupada said, no, I'm not God, I'm not Super Soul, but I am in touch with Super Soul. So whatever Super Soul wants to reveal to me, I know. So whatever Super Soul wants to reveal to the spiritual master about the disciple, the spiritual master knows because he's in touch with the Super Soul. So this Chaitya Guru is very important in our sampradaya, that we submit and surrender to our spiritual master. The Chaitya Guru, Super Soul, is watching how we are following the instructions of our spiritual master. Even if we perform a service which no one sees, no one acknowledges, the Super Soul acknowledges, and the Super Soul then transmits that to the Guru, to all the other devotees as needed. Sometimes he may not, but he's watching and he's giving the spiritual advancement. Whether, in fact, if he sees, the Super Soul sees that we are serving, but serving very humbly and not trying to make a big deal out of it, he's much more pleased because we are serving in the mood of servant of the servant of the servant. And then from within, he gives us spiritual advancement. It's our choice. Do we want Krishna or do we want credit? But one who is already in touch with Super Soul understands this concept of Chaitya Guru. So here, King Prachini Bari Shat is actually saying, please instruct me. How can I help? How can I serve? How can I get out of this entanglement of fruitive activities? And who is he submitting to? Narad Muni. Narad Muni is the greatest spiritual master. He is someone who has preached to everyone, every category of living beings. He has preached to snake. He has preached to Mrigari, the hunter. He has preached to kings, King Prachiri Barishad, King Chitraketu. He has preached to Kamsa to make Krishna's appearance faster. He even preached to Hiranyaksha and told him where to find Lord Vishnu, who is in the bottom of the ocean, just so that Vishnu and Hiranyaksha, Varahadev and Hiranyaksha can fight together faster. Otherwise, Hiranyaksha would be searching all over the world, all over the universe. And Narad Muni said, you know what? Just now, Varahadev has gone all the way down to the bottom of the ocean to lift Mother Earth and put it back on its orbit. So Narad Muni knows how to preach to every class, to the classes and to the masses. And this, we can find so many similarities between the qualities displayed by Srila Prabhupada and Narad Muni. Narad Muni is one of the 12 Mahajans in the 6th canto. Shukadev Goswami says, Swayambhur Narada Shambhu Kumara Kapilo Manu Pralado Janako Bhishmo Balir Vayasikir Vayam Dvadashaite Vijanimo Dharmam Bhagavatam Bhata Guyam Vishuddham Durbodham Yam Jnanatvaram Jnanatmritam Ashnute. He says these are 12 Mahajans. Swayambhu, Brahma, Narada, Shiva, the 4 Kumaras, Kapiladev, Swayambhuva Manu, Prahlad Maharaj, Janak Maharaj, the father of Sita Devi, Bhishma Dev, Bali Maharaj, Shukadev Goswami, and I, which is Yamaraj himself. This is Yamaraj speaking. Balir Vayasiki. Vayasiki is the son of Vyasa, Shukadev Goswami. Vayam. Vayam means I. This is what Yamaraj is telling his Yamadutas. We know the real religious principle. My dear servants, this transcendental religious principle, which is known as Bhagavat Dharma, or surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and love for Him is uncontaminated by the material modes of nature. So Narad Muni is one of the 12 Mahajans. Srila Prabhupada also, he said in Srimad Bhagavatam in this purport, that the immediate spiritual master is the representative of Narad Muni. There is no difference between the instructions of Narad Muni and those of the present spiritual master. So we are in the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. Brahma's first disciple is Narad Muni in our Sampradaya. And Srila Prabhupada is in that Sampradaya. There are so many similarities. Both were traveling preachers. Narad Muni would travel. Narada Muni Bajaye Veena Radhika Ramana Name. Narad Muni is playing the Veena in the name of, singing the name of Radhika Raman. And Srila Prabhupada, he was also traveling everywhere. He traveled the entire world 18 times in 12 years, the final 12 years of his life. Narad Muni convinced so many sons of Prajapati Daksha to renounce the family life. And because of that, Daksha became very angry. And he told Narada that you don't know how to behave towards others. I curse you that you will travel all over the universe, but you will not be able to stay and have residence anywhere. This was a curse by Daksha. And Narad Muni, he started saying, this is a curse? It's actually an opportunity for me to preach. It's an opportunity, it's a benediction for me. And Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, actually such a punishment is a boon for the preacher, because preacher is known as Parivrajaka Charya, Parivrajaka Acharya, who is always traveling for the benefit of the human society. Srila Prabhupada then says in the purport, in this parampara system from Narad Muni, I have also been cursed. Although I have many centers that would be suitable place for residence, I cannot stay anywhere because I've been cursed by the parents of my young disciples. Since the Krishna consciousness movement has started, I have traveled all over the world 2 or 3 times a year. And although I'm provided comfortable places, I cannot stay anywhere for more than 3 days or a week. This Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport. There's so much similarity between Srila Prabhupada and Narad Muni. Another similarity is Narad Muni was addicted to hearing about the glories of the Lord. And that's what made him Narad Muni in his present life. He says in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Tasmistada labdharucher mahamate priya shravasi ashkalita matir mama yayahametat sadasat swamayaya pashye mayi brahmani kalpitam pare. O great sage, as soon as I got a taste of the personality of Godhead, my attention to hear of the Lord was unflinching. And as my taste developed, I could realize that it was only in my ignorance that I had accepted these subtle and gross coverings, for both the Lord and I are transcendental. So, in the same way, Srila Prabhupada, in 1932, just before Srila Prabhupada was getting initiated, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati told him, yes, he likes to hear. I have marked him. I will accept him as a disciple. So his own spiritual master had given a certificate to Srila Prabhupada that he likes to hear, just like Narad Muni. Similarly, both Narad Muni and Srila Prabhupada, they were greatest